Hey guys, welcome back to the Fishing Hardcore Career Mode series in Stormworks. Today we are going to be building a car, or a pickup truck, or something. We essentially need a vehicle that will be able to transport some fluids because at the minute we are running out of diesel. And in fact, we actually only have 880 litres of diesel, minus probably like 100 or so, because this is always wrong. Anywho, what that means is we're going to be building a car today. Let's get to it. Alright, so the biggest wheels we actually have right now are 5x5. Lucky that they're actually pretty big. So, I think the way that I want to do this is I'll have this block come out once, and then I will shove the suspension and the wheels on the side of that. That actually doesn't look too terrible. From there, we're going to go ahead and probably send this bit backwards. We obviously need a seat and stuff like that, so not too sure how far back this seat should actually go. In fact, what if the vehicle itself was relatively small, but the trailer was big? I don't know, actually. Alright, so let's say driver's seat there, passenger seat here, that is all fine. We're then going to build in the dashboardy bits, so let's just go ahead and do this. That is like the firewall for the car, very nice. It then obviously pokes out because that's how cars work, and then we are going to just shove this on here like this. Which is fine, I think. Yeah, no, that's probably okay. So we're going to need some dials. Let's go and delete these guys and add some dials straight into it. Unfortunately, we don't actually have, what do we call them? They're not just called dials. What are they called? The instrument panels. We don't actually own any of those because we have to research them, I think. But, yeah, it'll be fine for now. So speed is going to go in the center. We're going to have fuel on this side and battery on this side. Battery, there we go. All right, awesome. So far, so good. You know, I don't know whether I should be building this in, like, now or not, but let's go ahead and do the wheels now. So, let's go ahead and build these guys out to the sides, obviously quite a bit. There we go, yes. If I can, I want to build these guys into here, which does seem to be possible, so let's do this there. And on this side, we're going to do this. Should there be more of a gap there? I mean, I guess so. So let's go ahead and grab this guy all the way across to there. And cut it. There we go. Move it up by one. Paste it back in. We're then going to go to the other side and do the same thing. Fortunately, I haven't been mirroring. So that's actually pretty good. Okay. I'm going to have to do this bit too, I guess. Alright, here we go. Cut this. I don't even know what's going on there, but paste that there as well. There we go. Good. And go to this side and do the same thing. Beautiful. You might notice I've actually deleted the seats that I just put in, and the main reason for that is because actually trying to get all of these things to be the right size and stuff like that is kind of tricky. So we're just going to go ahead and connect all of these guys together. I'm then going to do this, which is going to connect that to that, if possible. Hold on, here we go. Merge those guys together. Awesome. We're then going to delete all of these and all of this, and just work on trying to get the wheels sort of fitting in there a little bit better. Okay, so this might be how we actually end up doing it. So the wheel itself actually doesn't look too bad there. They are quite far apart, but hopefully, like, that'll work out. And then if we go ahead and we actually, like, fill in all of this bit, there, yes. And I'm actually going to go ahead and do this real quick too, so it looks somewhat normal. And then I don't really know how far out the front should go, but probably a little bit further than this. Because we're going to have the engine in the center, you know? There's quite a lot that actually is going to happen to this. But yeah, what I wanted to see was how the wheels sit once you actually spawn it in. Now, in order to actually make this work properly, I think we're going to have like probably high grip tires on this side. Dampening, probably less. Let's go down to 5%. Stiffness, we're going to bring up to 60. And we'll leave it like that for now. So 60 there and then 5 there. So do it the same on this side, 5 and 60. Bosh, there we go. And, I mean, I would say that doesn't look too bad. If I copy the same thing to the back, we can then work it out from there. And there we go. It is very, very tall, and that is not really what I want. So I think either I make the wheels bigger somehow, or we change the stiffness and stuff so it actually sits a lot lower. I think that would make sense, actually. So, dampening. What if I increase this to like 50? Is that what I need to do? I can't remember. I always forget with this. But we will see the difference between these two now. Or not. Oh, we won't. Alright, actually, you know what? Let's go and increase the size of this. Tire radius, we're going to go up to 1.5. There we go, 1.5 on this one, 1.5 on that one, and 1.5 on that one. It's still a bit tall, but I think that'll work out in the end. Okay, so this bit and this bit need to change slightly. I don't know whether we should have this bit be sort of angled like that, so we actually box this off, or we angle it the other way, so like this. And then what that allows us to do is to actually send this guy this way, and then they actually sort of match up. Or we actually get rid of these guys altogether and we just do that. Oh, that looks okay. Okay, so I've decided to actually put this bit in on the bottom, but that would be just for the front doors. So what I'm thinking is we delete this bit and we do that. So we'll have the door bit be here. This bit backwards is actually going to be the actual pickup truck. And then, oh, sorry, the bed of the pickup truck. And we could probably go from there. So let's go ahead and spawn this in again. See what that looks like. Okay, so that's the front. This is the back. Yeah, you know what? This is actually looking okay. It's a little bit tall, but that's fine. Alright, so what I've done on the front is actually angled these guys around. So I'm going to go ahead and do pretty much the exact same thing on the back. Here we go. So our wheel arches don't look as terrible as they did. Which, you know what? Overall, actually that looks pretty nice to me. I'm not very good at building land vehicles in this game, but hopefully we do good here. Okay, so since this is the front, let's go ahead and do something along these lines. Yes. Alright, awesome. We're then going to just send this guy backwards across here like this. And then I think we'll probably be able to get away with just doing that. And I need to figure out where the actual, like, bit going up should be. Probably next to the wheel, but I actually don't know. Like, there would make some sense, but I think back here somewhere actually makes more sense. I don't know. Does that look nice? That actually doesn't look terrible. Ooh. No, really? That doesn't look terrible, does it? So if I send that bit across there, that's not too bad. I'm not going to add any actual windows to this, so that's probably fine. Alright, let's go and shove this guy into there as well. Shove these guys together, and yeah, no windows. So that's the thing. There's no glass going in here. That looks pretty good. Yeah. To be fair, I think that looks a lot like an actual pickup truck should. So I think we'll keep it like that. However, I think the back end, like this bit right here, is actually going to be made a little bit chunkier, possibly. In fact, actually, get rid of all of that. And if we go with one of these instead, yep, just like this, we can then attach that guy to the top, and we can send this across. Yeah, just like that. Nice. We can then put this bit across the top, and we now have a roof. Okay. Let's go with this piece and do this. Actually, let's go ahead and actually add maybe something like this, and then we could do something like this. Maybe that's weird. Maybe that's weird. Maybe it's not. I don't know. Let's do that instead. Okay, that looks a little bit strange too. Oh, I don't know. Should it just be a box? Maybe it should just be a box. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. There we go. I'm then going to do this. Okay, fandabby-dozy. And then I'm going to do this. Maybe a little bit less. There we go. Ah. No, maybe we should actually have this open a bit more. I have no idea, but like, yeah, I think this as a pickup truck base actually doesn't look too bad. In fact, I think it actually looks pretty good. It is a little bit too high, I would say, so if we lowered it down, maybe that would look better. But I don't know if that's true. Right, in order to test that, let's go ahead and grab an actual wheel and delete the wheels on the front. We can then try and put this here. Like that, but yeah, we're gonna have an issue, aren't we? Unless I do it that way. Ooh, this could work. Oh, this could work. Okay, let's go and increase the size of this to be like 1.25. 1.25 on that one, 1.25 on this one, and 1.25 on this one, and spawn it in. That's probably more like it. It's kind of like a smaller pickup truck. Obviously, in this game, it is still huge, but there's no real way of getting around that. So, that's not too bad. Oh yeah, I've actually added a step to the side now as well, and actually the more I think about this, I'm actually going to delete this bit at the back, I'm going to delete these guys right here, and I'm just going to go ahead and shove this one onto there like this, and that doesn't look too bad at all. Yeah, now we've actually got to step up into the vehicular device. That's awesome. Alright, so what issues are we actually going to have with this then? One of the issues that we are definitely going to have at the start is that we don't actually have any pivots. That is like one of the biggest issues we're actually going to have right now. So let's go ahead and shove this guy into there really quickly. Shove this guy into probably there like that. There we go. Go ahead and get ourselves one of these and shove that there. Oh, you know what? It's probably too wide too. I think I've made this thing a little bit too big. I don't know. I'm not very good at building things proportioned, if that makes sense. So what if we actually drag it in by 1? There we go. And then we move this guy in by 1 as well, which is the other seat. Here we go. Just shove that there. And then we do something with the door cards. I don't know. Maybe we could do that. Maybe we can't do that. I think it'll work, though. We could just do something along the lines of making the doors fat or something. I don't really know. I have no idea. But for now, that's okay. On the front, not entirely sure what to do here either, so I'm just going to fill that in. And we might add paint blocks and stuff like that in the future on the front. We'll have to see. Also, I guess a bumper makes sense too, for both the front and the back. How do I want to do that? Okay, so just to make it usable to begin with, how about we actually just remove the doors and go with that? Yes, that makes sense. From there, I'm actually going to go ahead and do something along the lines of this. Just a little bit. In fact, actually, no. Let's go... Oh, what do I want to do? I need, like, fire extinguishers. Like, that is actually a very important bit of this. So, fire extinguisher is going to go there. I'm going to add the welders and stuff on the other side. In fact, no. Fire extinguisher, welder, and that's it are going to go on this side. Oh, and 2 first aid kits, sorry. So, one there, one there. And then on the other side, we're going to have an array of ropes and... I guess... So, rope here. And then we're going to go with a cable, obviously. And then we're going to go with a hose? Question mark? Yeah, there we go. Good. And then I think we can just go with like a defibrillator on the top. That might be a little bit strange, but it's fine for now. So, what is the other thing that a fisherman's truck would definitely have? Probably a fishing rod, right? There we go. And maybe a gun. But for now, we won't add any guns. Anyway, let's do this right here. We will fit that into there like that. Fix the rest of this in as well. I'm actually just going to go ahead and do this. And then I'm going to do this guy right here as well. Okay. That doesn't look too bad. The only thing I would say is when we are actually driving this thing, we are going to be tiny in there, which is, you know, normal. Or not normal. And it's going to be a bit weird to see out, but that's fine. Also, it does seem like Cybertrucky because of how big it is. But again, that's probably fine. Okay, so what have I done then? I've actually moved the seat upwards again, so we're actually quite high off the ground now inside the seats, but that's fine. The main bit of it is actually in as well. I think I might change these angled pieces on the top right here for something else. Maybe even just flat pieces. Like between here and here, might just be flat. Even though obviously it gives a bit of a weird shape there. I think that's still probably fine. So let's delete all of these again, put that back in. That is awesome. Yes! We're going to need to do a tailgate as well, but we won't do that just yet. But yeah, I think we should work on the bumper. Okay, so I googled pickup truck winch bumper, and sometimes they literally just adds like huge amounts of metal to the front of these things and call it a bumper. So we're just going to go ahead and do that, essentially. Here we go. Build that across the front like so. All right, excellent. And then maybe just build this onto here like this. Oh, do we want it to go backwards like that, or do we want it to be, like, level? Probably level. Okay, so area for winch is probably right here. I think I'm going to add a license plate thingamabobby right there, and then I might go with some sort of weird grill on these bits. Right, let's go ahead and get to painting. Oh, I don't actually have paint blocks yet, so never mind. Do I have, like, air filter thingamabobbies? We're just going to go with these. So, there, air inlets are all going to go there. Excellent. License plate is going to go here. In order to do that really quickly, I can just do this. There we go. License plate on the front. Sure. Winch bit right there. That's probably fine. We also need to do a bumper thing on the back. So let's do that too. I think on the back, I might just do something along the lines of this. And then maybe like a block on top. I think that's probably good enough. We can then obviously add our lights into there. We can paint it a different color. And that would be fine. The other thing I might as well do as well is actually fill all of this bit in. Yes, there we go. So the truck bed is actually a little bit higher now. Okay, let's go ahead and add a tiny bit of paint to this. And maybe it'll look nicer. There we go. Alright, so I've added like a little under color thing. This is like an American truck thing, I swear. There's like a different color between the bottom and the top of the truck, which I think is fine. Steel-ish bumpers, so I've gone with gray on the front, and I'm gonna go with gray on the back, including this bit, and obviously this bit right here, and this piece, and this piece. In fact, I might change all of that to be a little bit brighter. There we go. And then just because I can, instead of it being white, how about we go with Frantic red? Don't like the idea of doing this particularly, but there you go. Also, you might notice these are still this color. I'm actually going to go with like a gray on there as well. Ooh, I don't know how I feel about that. I think this red is like the wrong color. I was trying to look for like a nice red, but what if we actually go for the paint that I usually use underneath my boats? I know that seems like a really strange idea, but I actually don't mind that. I think that looks pretty good. So, the color of the deck of the bed is going to be black as well, or at least like kind of dark gray. There we go. So I'm going to paint most, if not all, of the back right here. I'm going to paint these guys as well, just like so, and also these sides. There you go, including probably this too. There we go. So, yeah, where I've actually painted quite a lot of this, even though I wasn't going to. So, that's fine. There we go. All right, spawn it in. Let's have a little look at this. Oh, that's actually maybe one of the best looking pickup trucks I've built in this game. We're going to need lights and stuff like that. Currently, I don't think I've got any spotlights that'll work. Maybe these ones. So if I delete this and I actually put that in there. Maybe. I don't know. I like the idea of two of these, actually. Just like that. Ooh, that doesn't look too bad. And then maybe like a turn signal on this piece. So we just go to light, here we go, and we can shove that on the side. Here we go. So I want it in that color, obviously. Let's go ahead and attach this to here like this. There we go. And then we'll paint those a different color. So we'll go with orange on there, and there we go. I need to do a similar thing at the back too. So let's grab this color. I'm going to delete this guy, and we are actually going to attach these guys to here. Just like that. There we go. We're going to need some brake lights too. However, I think they should go above. So I'm actually going to delete this and put a light in there as well. And that's going to be our brake light up there. Although it will probably be on the tailgate once we do that. But yeah, that's going to change, probably. Anywho, let's go and make this one red. And then this one, orange. Yeah! Orange? Yeah, sure. There we go. Okay, that is looking pretty sick to me. I'm actually really pleased with the way this one's going. Yeah, nice. Okay, so obviously we need an engine in this thing. We need a tow hitch for a trailer. We need to attach all of these connections all together, and we need just a little bit more detail. But honestly, overall, I am very much happy with this. The interior is going to change color slightly. I'm actually going to go with like a brown color. There we go. And the floor is going to be like black, if I can do that real quick. Here we go. And yeah, the interior, I just want it to be a different color to everything else. So maybe like a tan color all the way around this. I'm sure that's fine. I'm sure it's okay. There we go. Paint in there as well. Paint in that bit and in all of this. There we go. And probably the top pieces too. Yeah, nice. Okay, right, cool. So that's the interior there. We're then going to do... In fact, all of the interior is going to be this color. And bam! There we go. Let's have a little look inside of there. So it's all like... I mean, to be fair, I probably wouldn't pick this color. In fact, I wouldn't. But, yeah, I don't mind the interior on this thing at all. The exterior looks pretty good, too. I think once we get pivots and stuff like that, we'll add doors, obviously. And we'll add a hatch on the back, too. That makes a lot of sense. Don't know whether I should add, like, side boxes or something. Also, don't know where the fuel tank's gonna go. But, overall, I am very much happy with this. Anyway, let me know in the comments down below what you guys think. In the next one, we'll probably end up adding an engine, and we might even build the trailer in the next one too. But for now, thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Goodbye.